Every week, I get to talk to so many lawyers, so many law firms. Everyone is ambitious, everyone wants to grow. The greatest differentiator that I see between those who are very successful and those who are doing okay or less than okay is really the quality of their marketing machine. The better the marketing machine, the more prospective clients it brings them, the more money they make, the more they grow their law firms, the more successful they become. And the opposite is also true. Those that have mediocre marketing machines or no marketing machine at all, they're getting few referrals, they're getting bad referrals. Look, referrals are great, but it's an awful way to build a business because nobody in professional service business, or almost nobody in professional service business, gets enough referrals to really build their business. Referrals are sporadic, you don't control them. Marketing is organized, systematic, and you do control it. So it's really important to have the right marketing machine. And the right marketing machine starts with the right plan. Most law firms, I think statistically something like 50%, 60% of all law firms do not have anything remotely resembling a marketing plan. Most law firms do not have anything remotely resembling a marketing budget. Those things are incredibly important for growing your law firm business. Think about it as a business, not as a law firm, and you will start thinking differently about what needs to be done for the business to grow. Here's in general, how to create a solid marketing plan that will help you, and marketing strategy that will help you grow your law firm. Down below in the post, there are a lot more details. So watch the video, which is only a few minutes long, and then read through the post. You will see a lot of tactical ideas that will help you grow your firm. So whenever you think about planning growth, you always have to start with 2 points. Point A, where you are today, and point B, where you want to be in a certain time in the future. For example, let's say last year you did $2.1 million in revenue. This year you want to do $2.7 million in revenue, and in 10 years you want to do $15 million in revenue. You need to have a plan how to go from point A, $2.1 million in revenue, to point B, intermediary goal for this year, which is $2.7 million in revenue. Now you have your starting point and you have your intermediate goal. Next, you need to have a plan that's going to help you get to that goal. The plan is going to rest on 2 rules. If either one of those rules is violated, or if both rules are violated, you're not going anywhere other than wasting money on ineffective marketing and advertising. What are those rules? Here. Rule number 1 is super simple. Beware and when they, meaning your prospective clients, are looking for the services or solutions that you offer. Vast majority of people today, when they need an attorney, because we hire attorneys infrequently, will go to the internet to look for a good one. So you need to show up in search, because this is how people find attorneys nowadays. I'm recording this in the year 2022. This is how people find attorneys. Majority of people find attorneys nowadays. They go to Google and they say criminal defense attorney or personal injury lawyer near me, or one of those variants. When they do, your website needs to show up. Your website needs to show up directly in the ads. It needs to show up in the local pack where you see that map and the local listings if you're nearby. And it needs to show up in 2 other places. Down below the local map, it needs to show up as an organic link, and it needs to show up in all of the directories that list various law firms and lawyers. If you show up in all of those places, there's a very high probability that people who are looking for a lawyer who offers the services as you do are going to come across you or one of your links, and they're going to click on it, whether it's the ad or local map or organic link or a listing in the directory. When they click on any one of those links, they should go to a landing page on your website. When they get to a landing page, you need to satisfy the second rule, which is give them exactly what they need in order for them to give you what you want. What do they need? They need information. They need basic answers to basic questions. Do you offer services that could help them solve their legal problem? Prove it. Do you have any cases? Do you have any case studies that you feature on the website showing how you help solve those legal problems and what was the outcome? This is you saying that. Prove that you're actually good at this. Do you have any testimonials? Do you have trust badges, meaning links with little badges that go back to your Google My Business profile? And it says so many reviews, so many stars. So many reviews, so many stars, perhaps on Facebook, perhaps on Avo, any other directories. Trust is a humongous factor when it comes for people choosing law firms or choosing attorneys. Make sure that you have all of the information. And you give them so much more on the website to answer all of the common questions that the prospective client would want answering before they would pick up the phone and call you to schedule a meeting. Super important to make sure that you satisfy both of those rules. Beware and when they're looking for the services like the ones that you provide, and give them exactly what they need in order for them to give you what you want, which is a lead. Once you have that down, once you have a plan how you're going to show up in front of them when they're looking, once you have a plan how you're going to give them all the information that they need in order for them to give you what you want, their lead, next, you need to select a team that is going to perform the technical execution of the plan. You need a marketing team. Most law firms will never have an internal marketing team because it's just too expensive and it makes no sense. A very proficient, high-performance marketing company will be able to deliver all of those services at a fraction of the total cost that you would incur if you hired all of your own marketers. You need to hire the best marketing team that your money can afford. The reason why you want to have the best marketing team is because in business, just like in sport, best teams win. So you want the absolutely best team. You want to equip them with the best budget you can afford. In fact, more often than not, we see marketing companies fail when working for law firms to deliver substantial results because they're not given substantial budget. The reason most of the time why they're not given substantial budget is not because law firms cannot afford it. If they were explained properly why they need to invest that, and the answer to that is because when you invest into marketing, high performance marketing, there is a high return on investment. You can, for every dollar that you invest, you can get $7, $8, $9, $10 back in revenue. That's a tremendous return on investment. There's practically nothing else that you can invest into in your business to get that kind of return. High performance marketing delivers. So you need to get the best team your money can afford, give them the best budget you can afford, and have them go at it. Then what you want from them is every month you want very accurate, very concrete, very measurable, very comparable reporting. You want to know what they did the month before, what results they have delivered, and you as a business owner, you should be really focused on two metrics when measuring their performance. Metric number one is the number of qualified leads that they delivered. Sales qualified leads, meaning a reasonable attorney when picking up the phone because it's ringing and there is a prospective client who wants to talk about their legal issue. They pick up the phone, they start listening, and they say, this is a good inquiry, this could turn into business. That's a sales qualified lead. Doesn't mean that they have the money to pay. It just means that they're calling you and they have a need. The second way to measure performance of a marketing company is cost per lead. You want to spend a reasonable amount on leads. For example, most law firms convert between 1 out of 3 and 1 out of 6 leads into paying client. Let's imagine that in your scenario, a client's lifetime value to your business is $5,000. What percentage of that $5,000 should you be allocating to getting that client? For most law firms, in my experience, the comfort zone is between 10 and 20%. So let's imagine that it's the middle of 10 and 20. It's 15% of $5,000, which means is that you're comfortable investing $750 into client acquisition. You need to have an appropriate budget. So for example, if your goal is to get 10 more new clients per month, you need to be allocating about $7,500 per month to client acquisition. If you know that you convert 1 out of 4 inquiries or leads into clients, and you need 10 new clients per month, that means that you need 40 leads. Then you can calculate how much do you need to allocate in dollars per lead, right? 1 out of 4, it takes $750 in client acquisition cost, so you take $750 and you divide it by 4. That gives you approximately $180 or so per lead. That's an okay investment. So if the marketing company reports to you anything, they should be reporting these two things at the very least. Two most important things: number of leads and cost per lead. The number of leads should be cleaned up. It should be real legitimate leads, not anybody and everybody who is calling you. Very important to track information that's concrete, specific, measurable, and comparable. They need to be able to verify to you, prove to you that this is what they have actually delivered. It's very easy to do it with all the tools that we marketers have at our disposal today. Make sure that they deliver those reports to you on a regular basis. selecting the right marketing company is absolutely a mission-critical decision for your business. You gotta make sure that you select the right one. Here's a plug for my company. Click up below, set a time for us to talk, and we will create a business growth blueprint for your law firm and show you exactly how we would go about helping you generate more and more and more revenue. So take a few seconds right now, fill out the form, and we'll be in touch, and we'll be delivering that business growth blueprint to you within a few days. Thanks for watching.